Good morning, everyone. Today we have the feasts of Saints Cosmas and Damien. Don't know a lot about them. They lived in the early church, and they were they used to work together a lot, apparently. It then became supposed, whether it was true or not, that they were actually brothers. In fact, if you look at the icons that I've sent out today, you will see that the facial features of the two of them are pretty much identical. So a lot of supposition that they were brothers. We do find them, though, in the first Eucharistic prayer, with that, if ever a priest uses that, and most often it's used around about Easter and Christmas, the long versions, and they'll talk about Cosmas and Damien, and so we'll say, I've heard about them, and it's their feast day today. Looking at the Gospel today, it's Luke's Gospel, chapter 9, verses 46 to 50, and it's the question of the disciples come to Jesus and said, Lord, there are some people who are casting out demons in your name, but they're not part of our group. What must we do about it? And Jesus says, anyone who is not against you is for you. So just simply saying, they're doing the right thing, leave them alone, because they effectively are. And sometimes we ask the question, that there are a lot of people who sort of say, well, I don't need to go to church, I just got to believe in God, I'm not against you, therefore I must be for you. And that can bring about a bit of doubt in people's minds and a bit of confusion. It's kind of like in politics, where people abstain from voting. And so, well, now I'm not supporting you and I'm not against you, I'm just going to abstain. What effectively doing is you're making a standpoint. You are casting a vote, which is possibly causing confusion to the outcome of the election. And that's not what Jesus is saying. He's saying we need to understand that it's an active role that we are playing. If we are doing something positive for the Lord, that's good. But if we are passively simply standing back and saying, I'm not being active or passive, then effectively you're being passive. It's a little bit tricky, so you're not opposing the Lord, but you're not supporting him either, and that's the critical thing. So let's just make sure that we are active in our religion, make sure that we are doing the right things, that we always are promoting the values that the Lord would want us to do. So you have a wonderful and a positive day. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.